fear. This should be an outstanding match. Kasumi to serve. Not a bad first rally to start this best of 7 match. He was old at that point. Feng Tianwei, a mere 20. That was right when Feng Tianwei, before she moved to Japan.
1-2.
And at 18 years old, spent 2 years in Japan past. Excellent backhand, staying loose. It was at the Olympic Games. It was a 3-0 victory for Kasumi. Little bit of side spin playing the middle of the table. Feng Tianwei did Ito at the national championships in Japan.
3-all.
Beat Yu Meng Yu team championships. Trying to come right back in after the lob. It's played right into the middle.
3-5.
Still, this match could go either way. Well placed serve, half long. She can pull out. Earns an I'd say a great opportunity after that down the line.
6-5.
Her mom, who was a hobby player, said, "What about table tennis?"
6-all.
And as a parent looking back, 3 out of the last 4 points.
7-6.
And that's some of the unpredictability I was talking. That's the inside-out forehand that earns the chole and earns the point. Especially on that step around. As far as step arounds go, you just got to see another one from Kasumi Ishikawa.
9-8.
Well-placed half-long serve with some topspin, but it feels quite intense. Oh, beautiful forehand right on the line. Miu Hirano approves. Hey, I'm on TV again. At a certain point, I mean, right now, she's just such a superstar in Japan, Miu Hirano. We'll see. Kasumi, this face, is that who? Beautiful long serve wide to the forehand, and the follow-up attack, 1 game point. And she does it, another serve. This time it's half long. Forehand flip deep into the backhand corner. Feng Tianwei fired up. Oh, so many hard hits back and forth. You could hear the sound of the ball, just the crack on these flat shots cross court. But it's Feng Tianwei who prevails. Opportunity for us to learn some Japanese here in the coaching corner.
Love 1.
Forehand flip to start it. Wow! Once again, Feng Tianwei with that inside-out forehand, but you can hear that high cracking sound on the ball. A lot less spin than some of her other shots, and it's still bending away. Now. The speed in these rallies right now, both players are so fired up. A little bit off the edge, but that is a high-quality shot.
2-3.
Forehand flip deep into the pocket. That's Sakura Mori, 4-1. There's the backhando to backhando. Taking the 1 with that backhand.
4-all.
And while the step around attack is how many times can Kasumi get the ball back on the table? I guess 1 less than Feng Tianwei here. That inside-out forehand from Feng Tianwei. Kasumi's so good at reaching out and keeping her balance. A few defensive shots, tries to put a little more on it for the last one. Here we go, brings in Feng Tianwei, and while she's up on one foot, here, when someone gets up on 1 foot or out of position, take advantage.
5-6.
Outstanding patience. Feng Tianwei hangs in there on the defense.
6-7.
No question about the amount of World Tour. It's the next tournament on the World Tour. And the biggest tournament of the year, but with a backhand like that, Kasumi Ishikawa showing us that she's keeping her pencils sharpened. Her skills are on point right now. I mean, yesterday, to play so dominantly against Miu Hirano at the Timo Bowl later today. Doubting you'll see more on YouTube at this point. Probably setting up the serve, setting up the third ball with the serve. That's a bit of a break for Ishikawa, but she keeps it deep on the table with power on the forehand, the parallel shot, and the racket's down. She's off to the corner and ready for game 3, tied up at 1 game each. Ishikawa starting off game 3 with the serve.
1 love. Love 2.
In quick for the high receive over the table, to Korea.
1-2.
Yo. Pretty. Say, hey, do you know Yunam Gyu?
2-0.
I love the fight in Feng Tianwei.
3-2.
It's always interesting to see these rivalries. Sometimes will they keep in touch?
2-4.
Well, they might be friends off the table.
3-4.
I think that's what we heard before.
5-3.
Now remember head-to-heads. Kasumi Ishikawa was quite young. Quick off the bounce play from Feng Tianwei, taking advantage of a ball coming up a little bit higher and having. Think about Tomokazu Harimoto. He's played Ma Long already. Oh, just missing long. Epic rally here. Again, the pace, the placement. It's just a full-blown pedal to the metal firepower on both sides. Backhand down the line. Feng Tianwei having to reach. Those last 2 forehands from Feng Tianwei had feet between in position so quickly. Excellent receive from Ishikawa. Steals the attack as the ball drifts.
6-all.
Similarly in sports. Excellent placement into the body from Ishikawa. Not this time, this one doesn't come down. Beautiful forehand flip. Not a bad push. Good rotation. Ooh la la. What a chase down and what a battle. Feng Tianwei got everything back until finally the pressure from Ishikawa could seal the deal in this point. A few forehands from the backhand corner on the run. Makes one more backhand and finally just overshoots. See the frustration on the face of Feng Tianwei. Felt that that shot was very reasonable. Definitely agree for Feng Tianwei.
8-9.
I think that's the loudest chole we've heard. Clever placement early in the point, but it doesn't fool Ishikawa. Oh, this is the opportunity to go around the net. And you seem to change the rhythm of the point. Smart play, Feng Tianwei. Floors left-handed players will open with the backhand and step around the corner. This combination tends to work well for Feng Tianwei to reach. Solid start for the top Chinese women. That might seem funny to backhand side, but looks like it would have gone the other way. We got the high toss, but it's a traditional pendulum serve. Excellent read and lift of that backspin shot.
4-2.
So backhand to forehand when yes, Feng Tianwei earned that cho and many more. Off the table to stay in this point and aggressive. Kasumi Ishikawa's positioning far better than Feng Tianwei's early on in this point. Look how close to the table she is. Feng Tianwei just running all around. But the angle she creates with that last backhand is quite a threat, and the sleeve is getting rolled up for Ishikawa. Little off the top of the net, the apology from Ishikawa.
4-5.
Case training. National championships, continental game. Changes the timing and the rhythm of the point.
6-5.
For example, that deep shot. Ishikawa chasing there. Fortunately for her, Power on the forehand. Ishikawa back around the backhand corner quite as much lately.
9-5.
Seems like this would with that inside out forehand to give her that much space.
10-5.
And soft touch from Ishikawa, it's 5-game. Heavy spin on the backhand and the arcing shot. The most dominant game yet this match. Ishikawa, when she wins, has won. Shan Xiaona advising, it seemed, Feng Tianwei to force the angles. But just the opposite happens. Right now, the footwork is just forced into defense. This is what she was talking about when Shan Xiaona. Oh, you don't see that too much. Risky serve from Feng Tianwei that she's going to do that. The delivery looks the same on the serve.
3-2.
Quality heavy spin shot from the backhand side. That little extra power, that grunt that you heard from Ishikawa when you get a ball that high. Another speed rally from these two, both close to. Feng Tianwei trying so hard to find the middle so that she can open. This time it works, going backhand to backhand down the line. Oh, service errors. Never a great time. 6-3 lead is gone.
4-7.
And bold play from the Singaporean. Catching an edge right back on the top of Ishikawa's racket. Second towel. Samsonov do that a lot, constantly moving around.
7-6.
The Backhand-to-backhand rally, searching for the middle. Well-placed serve, half long with topspin has been effective for Oh man, they just keep producing these rallies. And it goes back and forth. Feng Tianwei recovers. Much better response. Feng Tianwei waits patiently this time, and instead of playing outstanding play once again. Ishikawa gets so much power on a forehand in this rally, recovers a ball that nearly hit her shirt. See some of the back and forth pace here. And it all started with the risky serve deep to the backhand. Last time I recall that serve, Ishikawa won the point. Oh, to finish! Look at the angle! She was in the middle of the table when she hits this. This is one of the lowest percentage shots you could even imagine from that in the last game. Would have hit her in the shirt with a few centimeters difference. And Ishikawa comes out of the gates. While Ishikawa turns the middle well. What a quality forehand flip. Not an easy third ball. And despite a slightly more passive final shot from Ishikawa, the one thing I'd like to note, Ishikawa, even though that ball first two shots from Ishikawa in this rally as she calls the timeout were a bit off balance. It's the best way to create the opening on the table. Oh, and then there's that, the long serve and the rip with the inside-out forehand. Beautiful shot in the last 2 weeks. Pressure again from Feng Tianwei, so quick on top of the table. There it is. This time Ishikawa's on top of the table and opens up to the forehand side. Just pounces on that ball right off the bounce. She's got Feng Tianwei chasing a little bit after going corner to corner and finally getting the step around from Ishikawa. From Feng Tianwei. Look at this angle again from the backhand. This is not the signature shot for Ishikawa. Nice receive, light spin. Open, actually quite important. Corner to corner, but still Ishikawa, when she earns the ball she wants, can't put it away. And you can understand her gritting her teeth and with the tongue out there. Between the breathing and trying to relax, this is one way to not frustrate yourself too much about missing such a good opportunity. But it is definitely coming down to the wire for Ishikawa. And I know I said breathing's important. Of course it is, in the sense that if you don't do it, you'll die. But more so just the fact that they can make deceptively heavy underspin on the pendulum serve. Feng Tianwei running around to get the forehand loop in, ties it back up. On the Japanese team. That's Feng Tianwei's specialty, the inside-out forehand. Ball drifts long. This is what happens when you give a... Wow, what a play. Right down the line. I was so impressed. Earns her championship point. serve comes too long. Feng Tianwei over Kasumi Ishikawa explodes with excitement here. What a match, 11-9 in game 6. And Feng Tianwei with the apple do takes it, continues her streak over Kasumi Ishikawa. This is actually her first time beating Ishikawa in their last 3 encounters. After losing twice, sets the record straight, her 10th victory on the World Tour. Our women's singles champion is Singapore's Feng Tianwei. And what a way to come into the World Championships in Dusseldorf.